An ecosystem is a fascinating thing. We have been on this planet for millions of years, yet we discover something mysterious and new every year. And of that ecosystem, we have millions of species of animals which we might not even come across at least once in our life. And one of those beautiful yet scary things we will never encounter is the mighty dinosaurs. Can you believe that there used to be a time when dinosaurs were the kings of the earth? Even though humans took millions of years of evolution, we were not even present when dinosaurs went extinct. And even if we had a time machine and decided to bring them back to our time, we know how the stupid idea would backfire on us. But what if we told you that you had a chance to witness a dinosaur which has stood the test of time and lives on to carry the heritage of its long-lost friend from the past? You would for sure feel like we are joking, but you are quite wrong. And keep in mind, this living creature is the most dangerous bird known to live at the moment, and no, this is not an ostrich or an eagle, which are said to be violent. Let us introduce you to the cassowary, the most dangerous bird on Earth, and while its appearance might trick you into thinking it might be a really friendly bird, this will end up with much collateral damage to a human. But what are the characteristics of these mighty creatures which make them the most lethal and dreadful birds on the planet? Let's find out. Welcome to the channel. Today we look at the cassowary, the dangerous dinosaur bird that came back to life. So without further ado, let's get started. Like its close friend ostrich, cassowaries are flightless animals of the Cassowaries genus. They are also classified as ratites, describing it as flightless birds without a kneel on their sternum bones. Quite fascinating. These mighty birds are most commonly found in Papua New Guinea and the forests of Indonesia. But you might have a chance to witness its beauty at a zoo nearby. You will find 3 species of cassowaries, and let us tell you. These 3 have a little difference in color patterns and sizes. An astounding beauty is something they have in common because these birds will hook you with their color. The southern cassowary is the most common cassowary you will find, and interesting enough, it is also the 3rd largest living animal behind ostrich and emu. The other 2 species of cassowaries are the northern cassowary and the dwarf cassowary. You might be surprised to hear that the northern cassowaries were discovered recently, and they are also the most threatened and endangered of the pack. And you would also be sad to hear that there used to be 4 species of cassowaries, but due to the extinction of pygmy cassowary, the number has now come down to 3. And one of the more interesting facts about these birds is that they are very shy and take some time to get attached to their opposite gender, and it takes them some time to start trusting humans. And they also take the responsibility of defending the territory very seriously. These birds defend their territory of about 7 square kilometers, and the females defend an even wider and larger territory. Why are they so aggressive? Now, since we talked about its origins and genetic descendants, let's talk about what you want to know the most. Will they kill a human? Technically, yes. Cassowaries are, as we said, the most violent birds in the world, with the old and famous ostriches coming as runners-up and eagles coming in 3rd place. But why are they so violent to us, and what's their beef with humans? It has been said that cassowaries don't like new people or different animals entering their territory. When someone makes the mistake of coming in, they get furious like no other bird. And it is a valid reason to get angry. Whenever humans get near a cassowary, they instantly jump into fight mode, even when they are not in their territories. To date, there have been 2 instances of people dying due to a cassowary attack, and the rest of the people who did not die due to a cassowary attack ended up getting seriously injured to a point where damage was not recoverable. According to scientists, in all 75% of the attacks which took place, it has been concluded that the main reason for cassowaries attacking us rises due to its heavy expectations. Yes, you heard that right. Cassowaries have been spoilt by many tourists who feed them, and at times when the tourists are not offering food to them. They get angry and attack them mercilessly, so if you ever encounter a cassowary alone, make sure you offer that beauty some food, and if you don't have some, run for your life because you know what happens if you don't. No matter how friendly you are, you will pay the price if you don't follow the precautions. And the other 25% of attacks happen when it tries to protect its eggs. There are even more interesting facts about the cassowaries, which might be weird, but you will also be delighted to know them. 1. Indigenous people have consumed their eggs for a long time, while they are safe from becoming endangered because of strict rules and regulations. Back in the day, cassowary eggs were a part of indigenous people's diet, and they used specific hunting and harvesting methods to prevent the havoc the cassowaries could make. It has always been about the eggs because indigenous people were never interested in hunting the bird, and they were also domesticated by humans thousands of years ago. Cassowaries were raised as semi-tame poultry by some New Guinea highland societies. 2. The southern cassowaries are the second heaviest birds in the world. While we know that cassowaries are divided into 3 species, and the southern cassowaries are the heaviest of the 3. The dwarf cassowaries are the shortest, with an average height of 3 feet 6 inches. The northern cassowaries clock up at second, with an average height of 5 feet, and the southern cassowaries have an average height standing 5 feet 6 inches tall. And the weird thing is, the female cassowaries outweigh the male ones, with female cassowaries weighing up to 157 pounds and males falling 36 pounds weighing up to 121 pounds. 3. The cassowaries have a long lifespan. They also have a very long life ahead of them if they are not poached or attacked by another animal. Some of the cassowaries which have been kept captive have lived up to 40 years, and it is rumored that the oldest living cassowary reached 61 before passing. 4. They have a very weird crest at the top of their head. While the cassowaries are known for their diverse color pattern, their crest is the most talked about. It is a helmet-like casque, which sits on top of their head and is made of keratin, the material which our fingernails are made of. The cassowaries develop this crest after 2 years of birth, and scientists speculate they use it to attract the opposite gender. While this sounds romantic, scientists are still scratching their heads around using the crest, and it may take many years to understand the purpose. 5. Cassowaries have a hidden spike on each of their wings. While it looks good in the photos, the spikes on the cassowaries' wings are of no use. 6. Cassowaries have different diets. While most of the cassowaries are plant eaters, some of them like to feast on smaller animals. Cassowaries mostly eat fruits and berries that fall from the trees. 7. Cassowaries are frugivores who eat their poop. As dirty and disturbing as it might be to hear, it is true. Sometimes the cassowary poop is half-digested, and these half-digested fruits which come out have a nutritional value, which is why they like to eat their poop. 8. While it is always the females which take parental responsibility seriously, it is quite the opposite in the case of cassowaries. The male cassowaries take the responsibility of raising their kids. The female cassowaries mate with numerous partners, and once they lay the eggs, they abandon their babies. So the male takes the responsibility of protecting the eggs and barely leaves the nest unless necessary. Once the eggs hatch, the male cassowaries raise the babies for 9 months. They also teach the babies how to forage so they can fend for themselves when they grow older. 9. The cassowaries also have some of the sharpest claws you'll ever see. The cassowaries normally headbutt wherever they feel a little bit threatened, but when things go bad, they use their claws to defend themselves. The southern cassowary is known to have the sharpest claws of the 3, and some of its attacks have broken people's bones. 10. These birds are said to have more similarities to the dinosaurs than any other bird living on the planet.